Yakisoba means in Japanese stir-fry noodles. Most often, the noodles used to make this recipe are made from wheat flour. The dish is a Chinese inspiration from the stir-fry noodles chow mien. The recipe is simple. It also includes small pieces of meat, squid, vegetables, and a delicious sauce. Here are the ingredients for 4 people. You can find this list and tips on cookingwithmorgan.com. Start by preparing the vegetables. Cut into chunks the cabbage, the carrots, the mushrooms, the onion, the spring onion, grate a piece of ginger, take 1 tablespoon, mince the pickled ginger, cut the sheet of Nori seaweed into pieces. Blend it into powder. Cut into chunks the pork belly, and the squid. Make a seasoning sauce. In a saucepan, put 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and 2 tablespoons of Worcester. Combine. Heat over medium heat. Occasionally stir. When it starts to boil, turn off the heat. I like to use some fresh egg noodles. They are quite thick. Cook them in a large pot of boiling water over high heat for 2 minutes. Untangle them as soon as possible. They must be al dente. If you take thin noodles, 1 minute of cooking is enough. For dehydrated noodles, this time will be longer. Follow the direction on the packaging. Drain them. Rinse them with cold water. Put 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in a pan over high heat. Put the pork, add a pinch of salt. Stir from time to time for 3 minutes. Add the grated ginger. Stir from time to time for 1 minute. Put the squid. Stir for 30 seconds. Add all the vegetables except the spring onion. Stir from time to time for 3 minutes. Add the noodles, the seasoning sauce, some ground pepper. Stir from time to time for 3 minutes. Put 1 tablespoon of sesame oil and the spring onion. Briefly stir. And turn off the heat. Serve a plate for each guest. Top with the pickled ginger. Sprinkle with seaweed and Shichimi powder. The yakisoba is ready. Bon appétit! It's delicious. With the squid, you can enjoy the flavors of the sea. The surprising combination of the 4 sauces gives a sweet and balanced taste. There is sweetness, salty, and also acidity thanks to the tamarind, which is part of the Worcester sauce. The Nori seaweed powder, the small pieces of pickled ginger, and the Shichimi give the dish a Japanese signature. Thank you for watching and sharing my video. See you at the next homemade dish.